Hello. So me and my mom just got back from Richmond where we went on a independent book shopping tour. So we went to all the independent bookstores in Richmond. So first stop was Book People.
I guess I better document our first stop.
Cute.
Get over there so I can get the book going.
It was my mom's favorite place, my second favorite place. It was so cute. They're in a cute little cottage. It's in a neighborhood. So when we first drove up, we were like, is this someone's house? And it is a cute little cottage. The roof was leaking. So I felt bad. Like I knew that I had to buy something from them. But the owner was really nice. You can't get much better than a book cottage. From there, I picked up 1984 by George Orwell. I don't know anything about this other than it's like a classic book that a lot of people have to read in school. I never had to read it, but I don't know. I'm going through like a classics phase right now where I really want to read like more classic books. And then I also got this, the only place that I got a bookmark. So, but I got cute little, and then that's little, that's what it is. But yeah, a perfect selection of new books and used books, so I'd definitely recommend going there if you're just like in Richmond or you want to go to Richmond to go to some of the bookstores. I would definitely go to Book People. It is kind of far away from the other places because all the other places are kind of close together, but this place is definitely worth it. So the prices are very good. I think they're very reasonable for used books. It was, I think, like half-ish, if not more than half price, the regular price. So, and they also had, I really liked how they had it organized. They had different rooms for different things. Like they had a room for foreign language books, and then they also had nonfiction in one room, and then they had fiction in another room. They also had a banned books shelf, which I've recently been seeing a lot in a lot of different bookstores, which I really appreciate. I really like, I don't know, I just really like looking at the banned books because I did not know like Hunger Games is banned. So, but yeah, 5 out of 5 for that bookstore. I loved it. Ambiance great, price is great, customer service great. The next place we went to was downtown, and it was Chop Suey. Chop Suey was the one I was most looking forward to, and it was the only place I didn't get anything from. I was the most disappointed in this place. Not, like, it was just a lot. If you want to go somewhere and literally spend the entire day in a bookstore, then I would go, I guess. But there's an upstairs and a downstairs. Upstairs is more of used books, and then downstairs is more of new books. But the upstairs is not really in any order, like other than fiction or non-fiction or like poetry, but it's not, at least what I could tell, it wasn't in alphabetical order, so it was kind of hard to find anything. I also looked at the young adult section, but the young adult section was more of like pre-teen style young adult, so I didn't really find anything there. They did have a cute little cat. His name was Wonton. Daggone cute. It actually is run by Wonton, so I mean, I always appreciate a bookstore being run by an animal. So I was a little bit let down. I didn't love the vibes. The customer service wasn't beautiful, but I don't know. But they had a lot of books, so, you know, I would give it like a 2.5 out of 5. because I really liked the cat. The cat sold it for me, but yeah, I didn't love it. And then a few stores down was Bbgb Books, which is predominantly a children's book store, but they just recently started selling young adult books. And their children's books are so beautiful, and they didn't have many young adult books, but the ones that they did were very good. So I picked up this, None Shall Sleep. I haven't heard anything about this book, but the back is about two teenagers, one serial killer survivor and then a US Marshal candidate are like recruited to interview convicted juvenile offenders, and I just think it's really interesting. And I always go for the romance books. I had a romance book in one hand and then I had this one the other, and I was like, no, let's just go for this, because I always go for romance. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Like, I feel like this would be a good one, and I haven't heard anything about it. It's not on Book Talk, and that's where I get all my book recommendations, and I haven't seen any of my booktubers recommend it, so I'm excited. It looks good. I really like that place. It was kind of small, like it was just one room and you walk in, and it's like from the road you probably wouldn't go in because it is just children's books in the front. And it is predominantly children's books, but I really liked it. I would give it like a 4 out of 5, maybe like a 3.5 out of 5. I really liked it. The young adult books, they didn't have many, but the ones they did have, like, I would have been happy getting any of the books that they had. They had, I would say, like 20 to 30 young adult books, and I would have been happy getting any of them. Like, they all looked really good. Then after Bbgb Books, we went to the Fountain Bookstore, and that was my favorite place. It was, the location was beautiful. It was on cobblestone streets. Like, it was a proper, like, what I imagine an old English bookstore would look like. It was so beautiful, and then the inside, it was so beautiful. This place was my favorite because it just was the most bookstory. Like, it was just the most, I don't know, just how I imagine all bookstores used to be. And every few shelves they would have the little, like, certain person recommends this. Like, all the staff members had their favorite books and like why they recommended them, which I really liked. I really like when bookstores do that. However, that was our 4th stop, so at that point I was kind of like looking for certain books because I knew that the Fountain Bookstore was the most, like, they have new books coming in, and so I was looking for just like books that I want, that are like on my TBR that I want to read, because I have recently been picking up a lot of books that aren't on my TBR, and so then I add more and more to my TBR, and I just need to like read the books that I already have on my list. So I looked around, I just didn't really see anything. However, there were quite a few books that I've heard great things about, and I kind of regret picking one up just because I really love that bookstore so much. But I did pick up this cute little sticker. Well, and then our final stop was the Book Bar, which is the street over. It's like right behind the Fountain Bookstore, and that is a Black-owned, women-owned bookstore, but it's also half bookstore, half bar. It's more of a bar, really, but it's not like your typical, like, I would say more of a lounge, really. Nice velour couches, chairs. I think they had wine and like your average cocktail. So I got this. I've been wanting to get this for so long because I've heard everybody and their third cat removed talk about this book. Like, I am so excited to read this. And yeah, this book is definitely the one I'm most excited for, even though I am really excited with this because I genuinely have no expectations going into that. So yeah, I'm excited for this. So that was the independent bookstores that we went to. And then I was still really wanting to get the Elle Kennedy book because I've heard only great things about it. So we decided to go to Barnes & Noble because I have some gift cards for there. They didn't have it. So Barnes & Noble canceled. Just kidding. But then today we saw that they had an Ollie's. So we stopped by Ollie's. But they had such great books at Ollie's today. And they're all $2. So first one I got was this. I've heard beautiful things about this book. It's like all I know. Well, this is all you need to know. We're the granddaughters of the witches you could not burn, and we're not putting up with it anymore. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so excited for this one. It was also just like such a beautiful book. They're all hardback too. Hardback books. I got 4 books for the price of one of the books that I got at the bookstore. However, I love supporting independent businesses, so we're not complaining. Then I picked up this, which heard mixed reviews on it. Some people love it, some people hate it. I like the Divergent series, so we'll see. It's a beautiful cover. But I don't know. I think it'll be good. It sounds good, but I have heard mixed reviews on it. And then I picked up this. I have not heard anything about the book. I just heard about the Amazon Prime. I think it's a show? Yeah, it's a show. It's about monsters, so like, you can't go wrong. I love a good monster book. I picked up All the Crooked Saints, which, again, haven't heard anything about it, but I don't know how to say her last name. But I've heard great things about her. So, and it looks good. And it's just like, if it looks good and it's $2 for hardback. Stupid. Like, this book was supposed to be $20 and I got for 2. This book, $28 and I got for 2. Like, $27, $2. $19, $2. Like, stupid. It's stupid. So, if you have an Ollie's near you, check it out, because I went to the one in Harrisonburg a while ago and they did not have any books. Like, they had the classic like church books or like Christian fiction books, but they didn't have any like actual good books. Such a good haul. So yeah, I would say my little Richmond book shopping trip was very successful. I'm very happy with the finds that I got. Some that I've been meaning to read for a while, some that I simply just got because they look good. Let me try to pick them up. Here we go. The hardbacks are quite heavy. Oh my god. Well, I think that this spring break went pretty well because not only did I get all these books just in Richmond, but I also got this book from the little free library. My dad had some books laying around that he didn't want anymore, so I got this from the book library, again with the original books that I want to be reading. I got this book from the free library, and then I got this book, you can't even tell, but it's like, then I got this book from the library because they're giving out free books. It's called Same Page, Same Community or something like that. Same Page Community Read. So overall, I would say this has been a very successful spring break. It's gonna be a heavy ride back over to Stanton. But books make me happy, so I'm happy. I didn't go to the beach and get a tan, but I'm going home with 11 more books to add to my shelf. So I would say it's a success. And a cute little sticker and a bookmark. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you go to Richmond, I would definitely check out Book People and the Fountain Bookstore and the Book Bar. If it was later in the day, I would have gotten a little drink. That's such a vibe. Like going and getting a book and a drink and just vibing and just hanging out, like that would have been such a great time. So I definitely would check those bookstores out. And, you know, pop into Bbgb. Just check it, especially if you have kids in your life, because they have such cute books in there. They had a little pop-up weather book, and I had a little tornado coming down, which I know I would have loved as a kid. And check out Chop Suey, because you can go see Wonton. Cutie. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.